Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Ethereum and its valuation against Bitcoin. If you guys like the content, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump in. So we've shown this chart before. It shows the Ether Bitcoin risk. So it goes from 0 to 1, color-coded from blue to red. So blue is historically a good time to be buying Ether with Bitcoin. Red is historically a good time to be selling Ether to Bitcoin. So this type of risk metric is for those who really have no interest in going to, say, fiat or stable coins and just want to basically maintain exposure to the crypto market at all times. If you guys like the content, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. We also have the Telegram channel in the description below. Now, this chart shows some pretty interesting moves. We had moves to the upper risk bands back in 2016 and 2017. And one of the things we've said is, well, why in 2018, when we know Ether went to $1,400, why did it only reach a risk level in this region? Well, it was because Bitcoin was also off the end of its own bull run. And this could have been an indication that maybe going back to Bitcoin at that time isn't necessarily the best decision. And in fact, instead, Ether USD risk was really low. So this can be helpful for saying, or for trying to identify when it's a good time to go to Bitcoin. But also, if you're wanting to take profits when Ethereum was at $1,400 back in early 2018, but the linked Bitcoin risk wasn't screaming a conversion of Ether to Bitcoin, it could have helped indicate, okay, well, now it's the time to focus on growing your fiat because maybe the times of this type of market are over. Now, one of the things we can do is we can look at the 0.6 risk level because this risk level has acted as resistance a number of times. The last time we even went slightly above 0.6 or so was back in 2017. Since then, the Ethereum Bitcoin risk has largely remained at 0.6 or below. And as you guys know, if you follow the channel, when it reaches 0.6, historically, it's a good time to take a little bit of Ether off the table. Now, I do things dynamically. Okay, I do things dynamically. None of this is financial advice, of course. But what it could mean is it doesn't mean you go all out and convert all your Ethereum out. It could simply mean that you take a small amount out to Bitcoin if you just want to trade between Ethereum and Bitcoin. And if it were to continue to go up to higher risk bands, you could continue trading more Ether to Bitcoin. In the same manner, you could convert Bitcoin to Ethereum when it's in these lower bands over here. So this is just simply one strategy of Ether to Bitcoin and Bitcoin to Ethereum. Obviously, you don't have to follow it, but it did work out last summer when it went to 0.6 a couple times, and I was able to skim some Ethereum back to Bitcoin in anticipation of a Q4 bleed of Ethereum against Bitcoin, which we talked about all of Q4, and then convert some of that Bitcoin back to Ethereum in December, right? Remember the end of December, we said this many times, that Ethereum should perform well against Bitcoin in Q1. And so far, Ethereum has gone up 50% against Bitcoin in Q1. So far, it's been a really good year for Ethereum against USD and against Bitcoin. Now, if we go to the charts, if we go to TradingView, we can see that Ethereum is at 1265. So it's doing quite well. Obviously, we want to know if Ethereum will take a run at the title, which we talked about yesterday in a video, saying that if Bitcoin can come back and stabilize itself or move back up between, say, $35,000 to $37,000, then there's at least a reasonable chance that Ethereum makes another move and goes back up to test the $1,430 level or so, which is where the prior all-time high was. If we take, say, a line and just try to identify some support regions, it's hard to really draw these because you can always easily redraw them. But it seems plausible that if the market stays like this, that Ethereum could theoretically reach its prior all-time high. And one of the things to consider, once that happens, we really don't know immediately what will happen. Will it go into price discovery mode like Bitcoin? There's a decent chance that happens. Or will there be a lot of sell pressure and will ultimately go back down for a while? So again, I think just having a systematic plan is generally the best approach. So while we're sitting here, you can obviously come up with a plan. How are you going to take advantage of the market? What would you do in certain scenarios, right? If you come across life-changing wealth, how would you react to that? So just something to consider when the market is this extended. Hopefully, we continue much higher. I would love it to see us get to a $1,400 Ether because ultimately speaking, we've discussed some historical moves of Bitcoin and Ethereum and compared them together, and we've looked to see, how far Ethereum could go. And it stands to be able to go much further than it currently is if history were any indication of the future. So hopefully this has been informative. One of the things we also like to look at is the Ether Bitcoin valuation. Okay, and if you look at the weekly time frame, I've gotten a lot of people that have gotten disillusioned with Ethereum over the last few weeks because of any given day, it might have a bad day. But on a week-to-week basis, it's been trending up. And if we take a measured move from the end of December, which is when we said historically is the bottom, it's up around 51%. So it's doing quite well. And we're about to put in a new weekly close. By the time you see this video, we might already have a weekly close. And if, once that happens, maybe the next one will take us even higher. For me, one of the areas that I'm watching, as we talk about more or less in every video, we talk about the 20-month and the 50-month and how this has held support for us yet again, like it did in the past, okay? And that the 50-month held resistance in the past, in the summer. So this would be obviously a significant milestone if Ethereum were to reach it. To reach it, at the present day, it would need to go up to a valuation of almost 0.0416. However, we know the moving average is dynamic and that it will be changing. But keep an eye on that. It doesn't mean we can't go higher. In fact, I hope it's able to go much higher. But getting to that level would certainly be a milestone because that is where we reached back in the summer of 2020. If you guys like the content, remember if you're looking for a community with exclusive content, a whole lot of extra analysis, way more than I ever do here. We also talk about other markets as well. Check out intothecryptoverse.com. You'll get access to weekly reports, weekly videos, the premium Telegram alerts channel, the premium Telegram chat room, the risk dashboard, the trade view indicators, a whole lot more. Check it out. There's also a lifetime deal going on. If you guys want to check that out, you can find the lifetime deal in the description below. The prices for the lifetime deal will be going up in February. Otherwise, just check out the monthly subscription if you're looking for something something like that. So if you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe. Let's go for 100,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up. Also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. That'll wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.